1844, the Distins travelled to Paris, where they had been engaged to perform for a month at a Paris theatre. The Distins returned from France with a new invention, a family of valved brass instruments made by the Belgian Adolphe Sax, which the Distins called saxhorns. Accounts vary as to exactly how the Distins first acquired their saxhorns. In the accounts by the Distins, it was they who, on hearing a French artist perform on the new saxhorn, insisted on seeking out the little manufacturer who had designed this instrument. In the Distin account of what happened, Henry Distin is at once struck by the remarkable purity and sweetness of tone of the new instrument, but initially they are fobbed off by their interpreter, who says that the instrument is some new-fangled little thing gotten up by a manufacturer that the translator thought not worthy of introducing to the Distins. The Distins demanded to visit the little manufacturer first thing the next morning. This manufacturer was Adolphe Sax, who at this stage had completed only 3 instruments, a soprano E-flat saxhorn, contralto B-flat saxhorn, and alto in E-flat, and at this stage had no instruments ready for sale. The Distins persuaded Sax to lend them these 3 instruments and to make 2 more to complete the quintet. Sax readily agreed on the promise that the Distins, once they had mastered the instruments, would help promote them by performing on them. There is, however, another, less flattering version of events, in which, rather than the Distins saving their little manufacturer, it is Sax who saves the day. In this version, the Distins are described as poor people who, with their detestable style, were desperately trying to get a foothold in Paris. In this account, Sax charitably gives them each a new instrument of his own design, tutors them individually, and, somewhat miraculously, turns everything around. This version comes from Oscar Commetant's History of an Inventor of the 19th Century. Commetant was very pro-Sax, and perhaps his anti-Distin sentiments may have been influenced by the success of the Distin business in first promoting the Sax design of instrument, and then capitalising on its success by producing rival instruments and designs of their own.